It's okay to quit. Sometimes. In fact, it's okay to quit often. You should quit if you are on a dead-end path. You should quit if you're facing a cliff. You should quit if the project you're working on has a dip that isn't worth the reward at the end. Quitting the projects that don't go anywhere is essential if you want to stick out the right ones. You don't have the time or the passion or the resources to be the best in the world at both. Quitting a tactic versus quitting a strategy. Yes, I know it's heretical, but I'm advocating quitting. Quitting often, in fact. Not giving up and abandoning your long-term strategy, wherever you might be using that strategy, a career, an income, a relationship, a sale, but quitting the tactics that aren't working. Getting off a cul-de-sac is not a moral failing. It's just smart. Seeing a cliff coming far in advance isn't a sign of weakness. Instead, it represents real insight and bravery. It frees up your energy for the dip. That noise inside your head. Right at this moment, my clairvoyance tells me you're having a conversation that involves a lot of rationalization. You're explaining to yourself why those cul-de-sacs you're in aren't really dead ends. They are. You're busy defending the mediocre work your organization does because it's the best you can do under the circumstances. It's not. You don't want to quit. It's not fun. It's not easy. So you haven't, but you should. You must. Or you could just settle for being average. Quitting as an intelligent strategy. Doug just got another promotion. He works for a software company in Indiana, and over the last 14 years, he's had a wide range of jobs. For the first 7 or 8 years, Doug was in business development and sales. He handled the Microsoft account for a while, flying to Redmond, Washington every 6 weeks or so. It was hard on his family, but he's really focused and really good. 2 years ago, Doug got a huge promotion. He was put in charge of his entire division, 150 people, the second biggest group in the company. Doug attacked the job with relish. In addition to spending even more time on the road, he did a great job of handling internal management issues. A month ago, for a variety of good reasons, Doug got a sideways promotion. Same level, but a new team of analysts report to him. Now, he's in charge of strategic alliances. He's well respected. He's done just about every job, and he makes a lot of money. Imagine the conversation you could have with him. You've been here a long time, my friend. Doug won't buy it. Yes, I've been here 14 years, but I've had 7 jobs. When I got here, we were a startup, but now we're a division of Cisco. I've got new challenges and the commute is great. Go on. Interrupt him. Doug needs to leave for a very simple reason. He's been branded. Everyone at the company has an expectation of who Doug is and what he can do. Working your way up from the mailroom sounds sexy, but in fact, it's entirely unlikely. Doug has hit a plateau. He's not going to be challenged, pushed, or promoted to president. Doug, regardless of what he could actually accomplish, has stopped evolving, at least in the eyes of the people who matter. If he leaves and joins another company, he gets to reinvent himself. No one in the new company will remember young Doug from 10 years ago. No, they'll treat Doug as the new Doug, the Doug with an endless upside and little past. Our parents and grandparents believed You should stay at a job for 5 years, 10 years, or even your whole life. But in a world where companies come and go, where they grow from nothing to Fortune 500s and then disappear, all in a few years, that's just not possible. Here's the deal, and here's what I told Doug. The time to look for a new job is when you don't need one. The time to switch jobs is before it feels comfortable. Go, switch, challenge yourself, get yourself a raise and a promotion. You owe it to your career and your skills. If your job is a cul-de-sac, you have to quit or accept the fact that your career is over. Quitting is not the same as failing. Strategic quitting is a conscious decision you make based on the choices that are available to you. If you realize you're at a dead end compared with what you could be investing in, quitting is not only a reasonable choice, it's a smart one. Failing, on the other hand, means that your dream is over. Failing happens when you give up, when there are no other options, or when you quit so often that you've used up all your time and resources. It's easy to wring your hands about becoming a failure. Quitting smart, though, is a great way to avoid failing. Coping is a lousy alternative to quitting. Coping is what people do when they try to muddle through. They cope with a bad job or a difficult task. The problem with coping is that it never leads to exceptional performance. Mediocre work is rarely because of a lack of talent and often because of the cul-de-sac. All coping does is waste your time and misdirect your energy. If the best you can do is cope, you're better off quitting. Quitting is better than coping because quitting frees you up to excel at something. Never quit. What a spectacularly bad piece of advice. It ranks up there with, "Oh, that's a funny, dirty joke. Let's tell the teacher." Never quit. Never quit wetting your bed. Or that job you had at Burger King in high school. Never quit selling a product that is now obsolete. Wait a minute, didn't that coach say quitting was a bad idea? Actually, quitting as a short-term strategy is a bad idea. Quitting for the long term is an excellent idea. I think the advice giver meant to say, never quit something with great long-term potential just because you can't deal with the stress of the moment. Now, that's good advice. Thanks for listening and watching. Share this video with someone you care about. Help us inspire 1 million people to get past their give-up point and win with these quotes and stories of inspiration. Click the like and subscribe buttons. Also click the bell icon so you are notified of new content. Consider becoming a Patreon. Your donation monthly can help us inspire millions of people around the world. Link is below in the description. Now, here are a few more videos that will definitely inspire you to win.